No, I'm not in a tropical paradise. I'm actually out the front of my house, and I've made two rather nasty discoveries. One underneath the windowsill here, and one inside in an air conditioning unit. And I've got a funny feeling these are major spider nests. But I'll need an entomologist or someone who knows this stuff to identify it for me, because I know nothing. Well, there is discovery number one. It's underneath the brickwork of the front window. It's actually quite large, whatever that is. If I put my finger in there, you can start to see the scale of it. I'd hate to imagine what's going on inside that. I'm going to pull it off and have a look. And it's a timely reminder, boys and girls, that playing with stuff in the garden can sometimes be very hazardous. So my advice is, don't touch it unless you know exactly what it is. I'll come in and, oh, it's nice, and whatever it is, it's very, very soft. It feels web-like. Oh, I hate to think what's inside there. Scaring me to smithereens. Come on out, my little friend. Well, there it is, opened up a bit more. I don't think it belongs to the spider family. Whatever's in there is quite large. I've got no idea what I'm looking at there. I need someone out there to tell me what that is. Well, there's a close look at that thing. It is certainly alive. I've got no idea what family of whatever that belongs to. In fact, when I look at stuff like that, I would swear it's from outer space. It's fairly unusual for the fact that it's got this woven, very web-like sac around the whatever it is in the middle there. One last close-up for all those who think it's fake and gay. It's alive and kicking. Well, let's venture inside and have a look at what's lurking inside the air conditioner. Well, here I am inside one of the children's rooms in my house. It's one of the smaller rooms that are in the house, and I was just having a look at the filter on this air conditioner, and I've made a rather nasty discovery. You know, I've always cited the air conditioners as being the trouble spots, and quite often where I know the spider stuff goes on. And I notice there's this thing inside the air conditioner. Just let me pull away the whole filter here, and we'll have a close look at what I've found. Well, there's a close look at it. It's on the wrong side of the filter as far as I'm concerned. I'm thinking possibly the only way to get there would be to come through from outside, although I don't quite understand exactly how these air conditioners are plumbed into the house. All I know is that they are the source of the spider problem. And if I put my finger in there, just touching this, I'm pretty sure this is spider stuff. There's sort of webby stuff around it. If I put my finger in there and get this thing, it's some sort of little sac. You pull it down and have a closer look. Don't worry guys, I'm not going to do a spider jumping out of your video like I could have done here. Well, I came down on the workshop obviously, and I'm looking at this, well, let's call it spider sac or whatever it is, and it's about 25 millimeters in diameter, which is about 1 inch, so it's actually quite a large item. The other thing about it is it's as white as snow. It's just super white. Let me just pull away some of this other muck around it, and there's a few other things that I've noticed about it that I'll want to detail to you. It's around 8 millimeters in fatness at its fattest part, which I think is about 1/4 inch. And if I light it differently, you can start to see some of the textures that are on this thing, sac, cell, whatever it is. And it's funny, in real life I can see little nobules, which are like little, I suppose, little round lumps, tiny round lumps all over it. Very hard to pick that up in the video camera, unfortunately. And now I'm shining a light right up through it, a very strong LED light, and it looks amazing. It actually looks like you're looking at the sun and there's sunspots on it. But we start to get a bit of an idea of what's going on inside. You can see, well, I can see, well, what looks like little round things. I mean, it's one of those things, you can look at this for a long time and you can start to see all sorts of different nasty things going on. Now it's funny, it actually looks like a big green potato when you look at it like this. It's actually quite a strong colour of green. It's very limey green. It's quite amazing considering the outside of it's pure white. And there's one last curious fact, and that's the weight of this thing. And if I put it, it's on set of grams at the moment, you can start to see the weight, 0.98 grams. And for me, that's close enough to saying 1 gram. So here's what I'm going to do. I will put this sack of whatever into a glass jar which has got a very loose fitting lid, and I'll see what becomes of this. I'll come back each day and see if anything pops out. In time, I will find out who I am the surrogate mother to, once whatever is inside there comes out, if it comes out. Well, we've just hit the 5-minute mark, and I think I better upload the revealing of what comes out of this sack in another video. And there's one thing I certainly found out: it is definitely connected to the spider infestation that I've had in my home. Keep an eye out for that video where I open up the egg sack. It's always a worry when I've got those surgical gloves on. Anyway, thanks for watching, and bye for now.